I would like to share several types of masks that I have made, crochet. Like I say, it depends on the yarn that you use. This is one of the masks. It has the loops for the ears. So this is one type of mask. Okay, and I like the different masks I've made. You can make them different colors. And this has a little design at the bottom, as you can see. And the reason I find putting these little designs at the bottom is the best way to do it, because you want to know your top from your bottom. Unless you mark it, it can become a little confusing when you're taking it on and off. And you crochet, and that little red spot, that's my lipstick. And you just put a little covering on the back. You sew it on, and your covering can be anything. As a crocheter and an arts and craft person, I have lots of, again, that's just, I have just material. And you want it to be thin material. You don't want it to be too heavy of material. You can use a t-shirt or anything like that, because you have to be able to breathe with it. So I just got some fabric, and fabric I had around the house, and that's what makes my back. And there's several types. The type with the ears, or you can do, when you're not sure who you're sizing it up for, you may need to do the crochet mask again, where it ties on the person's head, like I have here. This one actually ties, so I make it so it can tie it on the head if you're not making it directly for yourself. And again, I put a little stitch down here at the bottom, so I know my top from my bottom when I'm crocheting. And these are two different patterns. This is one pattern, and this is a different pattern. There are two different stitches. I like the one with the tie a little better. This has the ear, and you actually have to measure the person's ears and make sure you get the amount of loops for your ears here. So these are the masks that you're going to have the pamphlet on. It has the cloth in between. So these are the different type. And again, it all depends on the yarn, depends on what size you come out. I've used this yarn, Peaches and Cream. I had some regular acrylic yarn that I use. So your size is going to really be based on your yarn that you use. I made this. This is cotton. It's a cone. I get more out of this one. So let's begin. These are the type of masks, and your pamphlet will actually show you these two. It's only two types of masks. And you can also use a lasket if you don't want to crochet your hook. You can use a lasket. I don't know what I did my lasket, but I've used that. I used the lasket type, and this gives you a little bit more tension. And a lasket is usually used for when you don't know who you're making it for, and it's easy to size up. So if you make it for several people, you're not measuring on yourself. So you can use a lasket, or you can just crochet your hook. Okay, let's begin.